What's up, you guys? It's your boy, the Gotcha Mogul, here again with another banger video. You know, we've been back to back with it, but I gotta get the content out while the game is fresh. I've actually been getting a lot of views. You guys have been awesome. It's my first YouTube channel ever. But yeah, no. So this video is more so a review of Artery gear. So it's safe to say that I'm like really close to endgame at this point. Already level 53, I'm just farming 24/7, trying to get perfect gears, been doing a lot of PvP. Um, and one thing I can tell you is that this game has one of the best quality of life features that I've ever seen in a gacha. And strategy RPG gotcha anyway. So the big thing is being able to auto while your device is off is such a big deal. This is, I think, one of the biggest limiting factors for a lot of gotchas. People just they give up on them if they want to be even semi serious about the game. Um, Simply because they know that they can't commit to the gear grind. Like having your phone doing something all the time, you can't even like do another action on your phone. Like having a dedicated mobile device just sitting there doing one thing, overheating is not for everybody, right? And not everyone uses emulators. People with emulators are not worried about this, but majority of people who play gotcha games, believe it or not, do play on their phone, and that's a huge limiting factor. For me, this was an insane change. I actually work from home, which is why I have the ability to farm all day. And I can easily just, no matter what, just do something else while I'm farming. And that is a beautiful, beautiful feeling. When it comes to the characters and design, characters are top notch. The game is beautifully polished. Um, the I guess beginning to making it to endgame, the Russia endgame actually is not bad, right? Like Epic 7 is extreme. Like that's where I come from. Epic 7 is like you can literally be gear gap so hard because the ceiling for gear rolls is extremely high, but it's almost impossible to touch. Where this game is like they have a defined, listen, this is the max roll that you could get on this item on this stat. And I think that's such a big deal because you know that there's a ceiling on basically how good gear can get. Which lets you know, okay, like at some point everyone they can't be any more strong, right? Like whales, the only way they can be stronger than you is by having multiple copies of a unit, and that's pretty much it. If they're not just out gear farming you, which they are anyway, but it's just one less thing to worry about. When it comes to now PvE, there's not a lot of PvE content. The game kind of like forces you to start thinking about, okay, your PvP teams, but it just came out. I'm pretty sure like they're going to start adding more like guild related raids, things of that nature into the game. Um, just to give more PvE content because right now there's literally no. I'm in a guild right now and not a single person has ever used a chat. We wait until level 30 to unlock chat and no one uses it. Right now the game does feel a bit isolated. No one's really interacting unless you're in a social guild, which is, to be fair, that's on you, right? To join a social guild, the game isn't responsible for that experience, but they don't give you a reason to interact with anyone else in your guild. There's no reason to interact at all. There's no real. It literally feels like you're playing this game by yourself instead of a game that millions have downloaded and they're investing in as well. That feeling of community does not exist. At least Epic 7, you see in global chat, you see when people are getting pulls, like you can see anytime somebody maxes a gear and you can look at the stats and you know that other people exist. This game, you can easily forget that there are other people playing this game because it feels like you're by yourself even when you're in a guild all the time. So one thing I guess they can improve on is the social aspects of the game. I think the core gameplay is perfect. The only thing, and I think this is a big deal, and this is something that Dislight does. when it comes to just quality of life, being able to do other things in the game while you're farming. I think once they give you the ability to farm and still complete story content, or maybe like manually farm other stages, like with your hand, god tier. This game will be untouched. But those two quality of life features are like equal to me, right? Because having the ability to do other stuff while farming and having the ability to farm while the game is off, but while you're farming you can't do anything else, they both have equal weight. So it's one of those things where like if they were to add that, this game would be god tier. Only thing that they're missing is the social aspect, honestly and truly. Um, so that's my thoughts on the game so far. I'll give another review probably a month down the line. Uh, so just leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the game so far. Let's share some ideas. Maybe the developers would see this, even though my channel is extremely small. But, oh, what is it? Oh my gosh. But there's always a likelihood that someone may see it and something might happen. Oh, this is. I'm sorry. I'm stunned. This is what I call a happy ending to the video. Alright, you guys. See you later. This is the Gotcha Mogul, and I'll see you next time.